away from this guy. He's doing 90. I could do about 120 and be all right. Well, no. I go to, like, zoom around the semi. He comes zooming around me, and he cuts over really hard to the right. Now, mind you, there were no exits over there. So if the guy ended up on the side of the road dead, I don't know. But I guarantee you, nobody will find his ass. Because not one Arkansas State Police could find him.
Yeah, Arkansas people are not the brightest. It kind of crossed between West Virginia and Arkansas on,
I kind of noticed that. I'm like, I'm calling you and telling you well in advance, like, you know, I'm not calling like 911 just get, you know, connected to the local city or around me or the, you know, the State Highway Patrol post around me. No, I called the state police department who contacted the, you know, State Highway Patrol several counties, you know, off of Interstate 40 well ahead of me. And they still couldn't catch the guy. Wow.
What the fuck?
Here, hold my beer. I gotta go find a drunk.
So, hey, if you ever need to get across the state of Arkansas in a hurry, don't fear. The cops will not catch you.
Oh, shit.
Now everybody's going to sue your ass when they get a ticket in fucking Arkansas.
Where's that son bitch at?
If they get caught in Arkansas speeding, that's their own damn fault, because I swear to God, this guy had no problem doing it.
Wow. Oh, my God.
And to top it off, it was fucked up. It was a Saturday night. Like, you would think, okay, being a Saturday night, it would be the most predominant time to have your cops out. No, it didn't work that way.
You do that shit in Virginia, you'll be locked the fuck up. Our police in the state of Virginia don't fucking play.
Like, here in Ohio, if you go up and down 23 or across on 52, and you try to speed, the cops will nail you. You do that in Kentucky, the cops will nail you. So,
you're right about
as bad as I would like to say, like, West Virginia is just as bad as us for speeding. I know for a fact it took me an hour when I used to work at Sears to get from my house to Sears. I was running late one day. I got on the fucking highway. Like, there's a few congestion spots, but once you hit 64, you can get upwards of about 120 to 115. Easy. And just zip through traffic, no problem. I've done it.
Well, you know, Smashley is right about one thing. Virginia's fucking police is strict. And they're fucking, actually, I will say this, they're actually kind of mean. I got a second job. Whenever I was in the military there, bouncing at Tiki Bob's downtown, Richmond. And my first night there, you know, getting ready to come home and shit, I'm using my old GPS, the old Garmin's we used to depend on and shit, and there's a big-ass SWAT truck in the way of which way I'm supposed to be going. So I roll down the window, and I was like, hey, sir, can you tell me what's the best way to get back to 95? And he looked at me and goes, are you drunk? I was like, no, sir, I just got off of work. I'm trying to get back to post so I can go home. And he's like, are you sure you're not drunk? I'm like, breathalyze my ass. Well, I just got the fuck off work. Are you getting smart now, huh? I'm like, no, I'm trying to go the fuck home. Well, yeah,
and downtown Richmond sucks butthole because every other street is a one-way street. Like, I accidentally turned down a one-way street the wrong fucking way and had 3 cops on my ass in like 2 minutes. I was 17 years old, and they made me get out, do a breathalyzer, the whole DUI thing. I'm like, dude, like, I'm 17. I just got off work. There was a car blocking the one-way street sign. Like, what the fuck? They searched my entire car. I love the blue, don't get me wrong, but come on. Scared the shit out of me.
Sometimes they do take it a little far. I mean, they do. Sometimes it goes way overboard. And that's with blue everywhere.
Like, are you fucking bored or something?
Yeah, I had one do the same thing to me about 3 years ago. It was a Friday night, and I think it was probably around 2 or 3 in the morning. My buddy been at the bar. I hadn't. I was driving my truck. We decided we were going to go up to Walmart. He actually asked me, he's like, hey, can you give me a ride up to Walmart so I can get a few things? And, you know, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, whatever, no big deal. I'm driving. On our way up, apparently there was a wreck. Somebody had driven off the side of the road drunk, hit a car in a house and some other bullshit. And as I'm going through, like, they had the wrecker out there getting ready to pull the truck out and some other shit. But the cop was sitting there and had his flashlight on strobe. I'm like, is he telling me to slow down or is he telling me to stop? Like, I don't know. So I'm just slowly creeping through in the far right-hand lane. Next thing I know, he starts running over to me, like, full-on sprint. I'm like, okay, I slowly slowed to a stop. Like, I was still kind of just creeping forward a little bit to see if I could, squeeze through. Because it's only a 2-lane road. The cop comes rolling over to me, so I'm rolling my window down, thinking, like, there's an emergency, like, he hit a gas line or something. No, are you fucking drunk? What? No, fuck no. Are you sure you're not? No, I'm not drunk. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I was just trying to get through. I think I need to have you step out. For what? I think you're intoxicated. No, my buddy might be, but I'm not. Like, I'm just trying to go up to Walmart to get some stuff and go home. Well, didn't you see me flash my light? Yeah. Well, that means stop. Okay, maybe in your world it means stop. In my world, I have no fucking clue because obviously I've never seen a cop sit there and strobe light somebody to blind him.
Right.
Unless you're holding up a fucking sign, I'm not going to fucking know.
Oh, shit. That's fucking nuts. All right, let's go into our first song break of the morning, then we'll come back with a little bit of motivational speaking there for you. Here's Rockstar by Nickelback.
I'm through with standing in line to clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be.
Tell me what you want.
I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king-size tub big enough for 10 plus me.
So what you need?
I'll need a credit card that's got no limit and a big black jet with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet.
Been done.
I want a new tour bus full of old guitars, mine star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me.
So how you gonna do it?
I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop bosses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars and the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And well, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, I wanna be a rock star. I wanna be great like Elvis without the tassels. Hire 8 bodyguards that love to beat up assholes. Sign a couple autographs so I can eat my meals for free.
I have the quesadilla.
I'm gonna dress my ass with the latest fashion. Get a front door key to the Playboy Mansion. Gonna date a centerfold that loves to blow my money for me.
So how you gonna do it?
I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop bosses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars and the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, I wanna be a rock star. I'm gonna sing those songs that offend the senses. Gonna pop my pills from a Pez dispenser. Get washed up singers writing all my songs. Lip sync them every night so I don't get them wrong. Well, we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We'll all stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars, and the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there. Every playboy bunny with the bleached blonde hair. And we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, I wanna be a rock star.
All right, a little bit of Rockstar by Nickelback. Now let's get into this little motivational piece Miss Mashley sent over to us last night. This is Rob O'Neill, Never Quit.
Spoiler alert, Bin Laden dies at the end of it. We knew we weren't coming home from that mission. We were going to die. We're going to get shot down on the way in. We're going to run out of fuel and just be in Pakistan and live our short, miserable lives in a Pakistani prison. If anyone's going to blow himself up, it's Bin Laden. We're not coming back. The guy that ended up in the point man position taking me up the stairs to Bin Laden's bedroom, he pulled me aside before we left and he said, "Don't take this the wrong way. I'm going. But if we know we're going to die, why are we going?" Which is just legit. He wanted to say it out loud, and I said, that's a good point. We are not going for fame, and we are not going for bravado. We are going for the single mom who dropped her kids off at elementary school on a Tuesday morning, and then 45 minutes later she jumped to her death out of a skyscraper. Because that was a better alternative than burning alive, because it's 2,500 degrees inside. And her last gesture of human decency was to hold her skirt down so nobody could see her underwear as she committed suicide. And she didn't want to do any of that. She wasn't supposed to be in the fight. We're supposed to fight. That's why we're going. We were a week and a half into planning that big mission. We had some of the best minds planning the mission to kill Bin Laden, and we rehearsed the perfect plan over and over and over every day with real helicopters on a real training site, 14 hours a day, and then afterwards we talk about it around a table with a replica. And one night, the boss said, "All right, guys, what's the worst thing that could happen?" And the youngest guy in the room said, "Well, hey, the helicopter could crash in the front yard." He's like, "What? I mean, can we talk about that for 20 seconds? And that happened. But we were able to take a potentially catastrophic event and turn it into something great because of our preparation. No matter what, we never quit. People will be so close to a goal, 95% of the way there, and have a bad day and then throw their hands, or a series of bad days. That's it, I quit, I'm done, You are not having a bad life, you're having a bad day. Now, saying never quit and never quitting are two different things, so I need to tell you a story. You're in the Navy, so you know how to tie a lot of knots. The test is go tie a series of knots with this rope around that rope. So the instructor will say, go tie a bowline knot. So you hold your breath and swim down there, tie a bowline knot, and you back off. Spend about a minute. He comes back down and checks it and kind of like, yeah, okay, that's good. So you untie the bowline knot, you go back up, you get one breath of air, enough time for him to tell you about knot number 2. So he'll be like, okay, go tie a square knot. The test is simple. Tie 5 knots in a row, you pass. Now, they give you a certain amount of attempts at each test. But a friend of mine named John was on his last attempt. If he doesn't do all 5 right now, they're going to kick him out today. He'll never be a SEAL. Lifelong dream, that's a lot of pressure. On his 5th knot attempt, he drowned. So the instructor swam down to get him. He straddled John and started immediately with a sternum rub, trying to get him to cough it up. Then he started CPR. And we could actually hear him saying to John, come back to the light. So John was out for a minute and a half, finally spit up all the water out of his lungs. And the first words out of his mouth were, "Did I pass?" So the instructor kind of sat back on him, and he's getting his color back too, because he gets to keep his job. And he goes, "Yeah, man, you passed." And John goes, "Thank God, I finally got the 5th knot." And the instructor said, "Well, no, you didn't. Look, I'm in a good mood right now, so I'm going to let you in on a secret. I don't care how many knots you know how to tie. That is not part of the curriculum to become a Navy SEAL. My job simply is to see how far you'll push yourself. You just killed yourself. You passed the goddamn test. Good job." So, when you feel like quitting, which you will, don't quit right now. Quit tomorrow. Wake up in the morning on time and make your bed the right way. Then brush your teeth. Little victories. Make it to 5 a.m. PT on time. Get through that and make it to breakfast. After breakfast, concentrate